Hi everyone, my name is Anna and I made a video on how to do a slip knot. So this is a following video on how to do a chain. So it's really easy. First you hold your tail between your forefinger and your thumb and you keep your working yarn straight. You take your hook, you keep it around the slip knot or you put it in your slip knot, and then you yarn over. So yarning over is just putting the yarn over the hook. So you go under it and it's over. One more time. So you take your hook and you go under the yarn and now you've yarned over. So you have your loop here from your slip knot and now it looks like you have a second loop. Now you have to pull it through. So with the little hook, you just pull and it went through and that's it. Ta-da! You've done it! You've made a chain. So that is chain one. And if you look, this little loop here, see it's like an O? That's your chain one. So to do your foundation chain, you're going to keep doing that as many times as your pattern says. So we're going to do it again. Yarn over and pull it through, and that's it. You have two chains. Yarn over and pull it through, that's three chains. And you just hold this tight. If you're scared that it's going to come off or something, I started like this. Sometimes I still do it if I'm doing it fast. I yarn over. I keep my finger on this loop just for secure reasons. Keep your finger on it, and then when you yarn over, you let it go and pull it through the loop. So you can put your finger back on it just to hold it and pull it through the loop. So there is one thing you should know about a foundation chain or making your chains is if you do them tight, like the way I was just doing them, if you do them tight, you're going to have a, like I said, a very tight chain. See, it doesn't. But if you do them very loosely, they're going to be much bigger. So you want to try to keep them uniform. You want to keep them consistent. When I started off, my foundation chain was always too tight, so my mother told me to go up a hook size. So this one's a 5.0. My mom used to tell me to do like a 5.5 or even a 6 for my foundation chain, and then I can go back to the regular hook size for the rest of the pattern. So that's just a little tip in case if you feel like your foundation chain doesn't stretch like mine does. See, this one is much more stretchy because I gave it more room. The way I taught my kids to, they're 5 and 7, the way I taught my kids to do the chain is to hold it, put their little yarn, their working yarn over, and then hold your chain and pull this through. Pull it through, and that's it. Oh, careful with that. I have a yarn that splits. Okay, so I tell them hold your loop, put the yarn over, and then pull it through. Also, for the little one, I taught him to pull it over, and since he couldn't pull it through because he's a little guy, I told him to pull the loop over that way. So you yarn over, and then you take your loop that's already on there and pull it over your hook. And that's just to teach him how to do a chain. Just to teach him how to do a chain. You see, it comes out really sloppy looking, but it's still a chain nonetheless, and it teaches him how to do it without being super frustrated. Once he gets the hang of doing this, once he gets the understanding, and then I will be able to teach him to start maneuvering it a little bit better and faster. And then eventually he'll end up not needing to hold it. He'll just hold it at the base. And eventually he'll just end up this way. So that's how I taught my kids. And that's just the regular way that you do a foundation chain. If this was helpful, please like and subscribe. This is a new channel, so I'm going to have to get used to constantly saying that. I will have more about how to crochet, beginner crochet. I've taught my kids to crochet, and how to do patterns, and I like the amigurumi, so I'll be doing a lot of that too. Thank you for watching.